Good morning, everyone.
I am Trena Alcazon.
I am Ronaldin Romero.
And to complete the group, I am Ronaldin Pundakan. And today we are talking about the computation of grades in the intermediate learning areas.
So in this video, we're going to formulate and compute grades of students in various secondary grade levels.
Now, get something to drink, sit back and relax and listen to our video. So in task 1A, the following final grades are obtained in a class of grade 9 students. The following grades are 82, 84, 82, 83, 81, 85, 80, 80, 75, 75, 87, 84, 88, 91, 92, 90, 79, 77, 80, 90, 91, and 88. So, in using a norm reference grading with a 7-point scale, determine the scores that would get a failing mark.
So, using the norm reference grading with a 7-point scale, first we're going to arrange the row scores into lowest to highest scores. So we have here 75, 75, 77, 79, 80, 80, 81, 82, 82, 83, 84, 84, 85, 87, 88, 88, 90, 90, 91, 91, and 92. So, in here, we will talking about the 7-point scale. So first, we should determine the mean. So, in order to get the mean, we have here the formula. So, mean is equal to total row score over the number of row score. So, in order to get the total row score, we need to add all of these grades. So, we can get 1,844 over the number of row score, which is 22. So, if we divide this, we can get 83.8. So since we in a 7-point scale, we need to subtract this in 7. So we can get 76.8. So we need to round off this one. So we have here 77. So 77 below, it means 77 below is the failing mark.
So, what is your general comment on this?
So my general comment on this is, since the 77 below is the failing mark of grades, therefore there are 3 students in grade 9 class who got a failing mark.
So, in set 2, the following grades are 86, 86, 90, 86, 85, 88, 84, 81, 81, 77, 75, 78, 75, 77, 85, 89, 90, 91, 80, 89, 90, 91, 80, 89, 85, 81, and 78. So, using a norm reference grading with an 8-point scale, determine the scores that will get a failing mark.
So same as the set 1, first we need to arrange the grades from lowest to highest. So we have here 75, 75, 77, 77, 78, 78, 80, 81, 81, 81, 84, 85, 85, 85, 86, 86, 86, 88, 89, 89, 90, 90, 91. So in order to get the mean, we have here the formula. So mean is equal to total row score over the number of row score. So in order to get the row score, we need to, same as the set 1, we need to add all these grades. So we have 1,917, and the number of row score here is 23. So if we divide this one, we can get 83.3. So we have here 83.3. 83.3. So we're talking about the 8-point scale. So we need to subtract this one in 8. So we can get 75.3. So we need to round off this one, but 3 is below the decimal point. So we have here 75. So 75 below is the failing grade.
So, how is it compared to the previous grading scale used?
So since 75 is lower than 77 in set 1, I can say that set 2 is which is a norm reference grading with an 8-point scale is better than the set 1, which is a norm reference grading with 7-point scale. Because in set 1, since it is 77, there are 3 students fails. While in set 2, since it is 75, there are only 2 grade 9 students got a failing grade in final grade, which is it.
So, this is the continuation of task 1, letter B. Compute the grade of a student in number 1, grade 8 English with the following row scores. Reading work 72 out of 90, performance task 86 out of 110, score in quarterly test 67 out of 85.
We have to get the percentage score, weighting score, and the initial grade and the final grade. So we have the formula here. Percentage score is equal to 100 score over highest possible score times 100%. And then weighting score is equal to percentage score times weight of components. And we have here the table of weight of the components for grades 1 to 10. And the initial grade is equal to sum of the weighting score. So now we have to compute in order to get the S and the WS and the initial grade. We have here written work, performance task, and the score and quarterly test. So we were using the percentage score. PS, we have here in written work 22 out of 90. We have 22 divided by 290 by following the percentage score formula times 100%. So 72 divided by 90 is equal to 0.8 times 100 is equal to 80. So in performance task, we have to get the percentage score 86 over 110 times 100%. Equal to 0.78 times 100. 0.78 times 100 is equal to 78. So, and the score in quarterly test 67 over 85 times 100%. 67 divided by 85 is equal to 0.78 times 100. 0.78 times 100 is equal to 70. We already defined the percentage score and both written work, performance task, and the quarterly test. So next we will get the weighted score. We have 80 and percentage score and multiplied to, in English we have 30%, which is converted to decimal point of 0.30. So 80 times 0.30 is equal to 24. Next, and performance task, 78 times 50%, which is 0.50, is equal to 39. Then, a quarterly test. 78 times 20% or 0.20 is equal to 15.6. So we have now the weighted score of the written work, which is 24, and in performance task 39, and in quarterly test is 15.6. Now we have to get the initial grade. To get the initial grade, we have the sum of the weighted score, which is 24 plus 39 plus 15.6 is equal to 78.6. So this is the initial grade. And when we transmute it according to the transmutation table provided by the DepEd, the final grade is 86. 86 is the final grade of a grade 8 student in English.
So now let's proceed to number 2. So number 2, grade 10 student in mathematics with the following row scores. So in written work, 34 out of 55. In performance tasks, we have 40 out of 80. To score in quarterly test, we have 35 out of 50.
So now in number 2, we will get the percentage score, the weighted score, and the initial grade. So in written work, we will follow the given formula. Over 55 times 100%. So 34 divided by 55 is equal to 0.61 times 100. So 0.61 times 100 is equal to 61.82. So let's proceed to performance task. 40 over 80 times 100% is equal to 40 divided by 80 is equal to 0.5 times 100 is equal to 50. So in quarterly test, we have 35 over 50 times 100%. So 35 divided by 50 is equal to 0.76 times 100 is equal to 76. So now we will already get the percentage score. Let's proceed to get the weighted score. Here we have 61.82 times the weight of components, which is in mathematics we have 40% or 0.40. 61.82 times 0.40 is equal to 24.73. So in performance task, we have 50 times 40% or 0.40. 50 times 0.40 is equal to 20. equal 0.20. 76 times 0.20 is equal to 15.2. So we already get the weighted score and written work, which is 24.73, and performance task we have 20, and in quarterly test we have 15.2. So to get the initial grade, we will add the weighted score 24.73 plus 20 plus 15.2 is equal to 59.93. To transmute the grade 59.93 in transmutation table provided by the DepEd, the final grade of the grade 10 student in mathematics is 74. Okay, last making system used in the K-12 using the front-end equated accounting. Assessment scores are immediately converted to a 100-point scale, and then composite marks are averaged and weighted according to Cabezan and Oregon on 2010. Below are the percentage scores of Miss Blind and Annalyn Pandipunan for the first grading period. Written works included a concept map, essays, news writing, news or article review, and a couple of reaction papers. Performance tasks were comprised of timelines, news, reporting, debate, and role play. Now, complete the table below, calculate the total row score in each component, and determine the percentage score or PS, and apply the percentage weights weighting scores, which is the WS, and calculate the first quarter grade.
So in written work, these are the perfect score or the highest score. So in order to get the total learner's row score, you need to add the written work 1 to written work 7. So 18 plus 10 plus 19 plus 20 plus 22 plus 25 and 30. So it has the total of 144. So in order to get the percentage score, we need to use the formula, which is percentage is equal to learners total score, total row score over highest possible score times 100%. So it will be PS is equal to 144 over 190 times 100. So it has the total of 75.79. The percentage score is 75.79. So in order to get the weighted score, we need to multiply the percentage score times weight of component. So the weight of component on Arlene's Panlipunan in written work is 30%. So 75.79 times 0.30 is equal to 22.74. So the weight of component is 22.74.
So now let's proceed to the performance task in Aralin Panlipunan of Miss Flat. So we have here the performance task 1. The perfect score of performance task 1 is 20. In performance task 2, we have 30. In performance task 3, we have also 30. And also in performance task 4, 30. So the total of those performance tasks is equal to 110. So in performance task 1 of Miss Blythe, she got 16. In performance task 2, she got 24. In 3, she got 24. In performance task 4, she got 28. In order to get the weighted score, we need to use the formula of this. Weighted score is equal to percentage score times weight of component. So we have here score, 83.64, times the weight of component of Aralin Panipunan in performance test. We have here 50%. So we should convert it into decimal. So it is 0.5. So next, we need to multiply 83.64 times 0.5. It is equal to 41.82. So in order to get the percentage score, we need to use the formula percentage score equals learner's total row score. So we have here that 92 over the highest possible score. So we have here the highest possible score, which is 110 times 100. So percentage score is equal to 92 divided by 110 times 100 is equal to 83.64. So we have here na the percentage score. In order to get the weighted score, we need to use the formula of this. Weighted score is equal to percentage score times weight of component. So we have here the percentage score, 83.64, times the weight of component of Aralin Panipunan in performance test. We have here 50%. So we should convert it into decimal. So it is 0.5. So next, we need to multiply 83.64 times 0.5. It is equal to 41.82. So next, we have here the quarterly assessment. So the quarterly assessment, the highest possible score of this is 50. And Miss Bly got 30 score. So in order to get the percentage score of quarterly assessment, same as the performance test, we need to use the formula percentage score equals the learner's total row score, which is 30, over the highest possible score, which is 50, times 100. So 30 divided by 50 times 100, we have 60. Next, we need to get the weighted score. So we should need the formula weighted score is equal to percentage score times weight of component. So the percentage score is 60 times weight of component of quarterly assessment in Aralin Panipunan is equal to 20%. So we need to convert it to decimal. So it is 0.2. So 60 times 0.2 is equal to 12. So this is the weighted score.
Question. Suppose Miss Mike's grades in the same subject for the second, third, and fourth quarter are 87, 88, 90, respectively. Compute her final rating rounded to the nearest unit and give its descriptive equivalent.
So in order to get the final rating of Miss Light, first we need to get the initial grades and the quarterly grades of Miss Light in the first quarter. So in order to get the initial grade, we need to add up all the weighted score. In written work, we have 22.74. In performance task, we have here 41.82. In quarterly assessment, we got 12. So we need to add up all of this. So the answer is 76.56. So 76.56 in transmutation table is equivalent to 85%. So the first quarter, the grades of Miss Blood is 85. In second quarter, 87. Third quarter is 88. In fourth quarter is 90. So in order to get the final grade, we need to add all the grades of Miss Blood from first quarter to fourth quarter. So we have here 85, 87, 88, and 90 equals to 350. So 350 divided by the numbers of subjects, quarters. So we have here 4 since it is first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. So we need to divide this by 4. So 4 divided by 350 is equal to 87.5. So we need to round up 87.5, so it is 88%. So the Miss Blythe's final rating is 88% and its descriptive rating is passed.
Task 2B. The final numerical and descriptive ratings of ED and other learnings areas or subjects are given below. Using the results you have obtained, determine his final average.
So we obtained about that the final grade of Miss Blythe in Arlington Hunan is 88 and the remark is passed. So in order to get the general average of Mr. Judy, we need to add the final grade from Filipino to EBT. So 89 plus 89 plus 82 plus 87 plus 88 plus 91 plus 85 plus 74, so it has a total of 685. So next, to get the general average, we need to divide the sum of final grade into the number of subjects. So 685 divided by the number of subjects, which is 8, is equal to 85.6. So since the total is 85.6, we need to round off since 6 is a high number. So it has a total of 86. So the general average of Mr. Judy is 86. So the remarks is passed. So since Mr. Judy has only one failed grades, but it's still passed.
So next, we are here in task 3. So you are provided a table showing a sample card of a grade 9 student named Michelle for the first quarter of the school year 2023 to 2024. Using the discussions of lesson 8 as your guide, fill up the empty spaces to get the needed data until you will be able to compute for your quarterly grade at the last column. So first, we have here the Filipino. So the written work or the percentage score of written work is 85. So we need to get the weighted score. So in order to get the weighted score in written work of Michelle, we need to use weighted score equals percentage score times weight of component. So we have here the percentage score is 85 times weight of component of Filipino in written work is 30%. So we need to convert it into decimal. So 0.3. So 85 times 0.3 is equal to 25.5. So we have here 25.5. So in performance task, the given percentage score is 81. So here we need also to get the weighted score. So, same as in written work, we should use the formula. So, weighted score is equal to percentage score, which is 81, and then the weight of component of Filipino in performance task. So, we have here 50. So, it is 0.5. So, 81 times 0.5 is equal to 40.5. So we have here the 40.5. So now, we have here in quarterly assessment. So the given percentage score is 75. So in order to get the weighted score of quarterly assessment of Michelle, so we need to use the formula again. So weighted score is equal to 75 times the weighted component of quarterly assessment in Filipino is 20%. So it is 0.2. So 75 times 0.2 is equal to 15. So we have here the 15. So in order to get the initial grade, we need to add all the weighted score of Michelle in written work. So we have here 25.5. In performance task, she got 40.5. In quarterly assessment, the weighted score of Michelle is 15. So we need to add all of this. So the initial grade of Michelle is 81. So 81 in a transmutation table is equivalent to 88%. So next, we have the learning area, English. So the written work of Michelle is, the given percentage score of English is 82. So in order to get the weighted score, so we need to use the formula again. So weighted score is equal to percentage score, which is 82, times the weighted component of English is 30%. So 0.3. So 82 times 0.3 is equal to 24.6. So we have here the 24.6. In performance standard, the given percentage score is 77 times the weighted component of performance standard in English is 0.50, 50% or 0.5. So 77 times 0.5 is equal to 38.5. So we have here the 38.5. Now let's go to the quarterly assessment. The given percentage score is 75. So percentage score is 75 times the weight of component of English in quarterly assessment is 20%, so 0.2. So 75 times 0.2 is equal to 15. So we have here the 15. So in order to get the initial grade of in English, so we need to add all the weighted score from the written work. So we have here, from the written works, we have here 24.6. In performance standards, we have 38.5. In quarterly assessment, we have weighted score of 15. So you add all of this, so we got 78.1. So 78.1 in transmutation table is equivalent to 86. So next, we have here mathematics. So the given percentage score in written words is 71. So in order to get the weighted score, we have here the formula. So weighted score is equal to 71 times the weighted component of written words in mathematics is 14%. So 0.4. So 71 times 0.4 is equal to 28.4 here. So next is the performance task. So the given percentage score is 67. So 67 times the weighted component of mathematics in performance standards is 40%. So converted to decimal, we have 0.4. So 67 times 0.4 is equal to 26.8. So we have here the 26.8. So now, let's proceed to quarterly assessment. So the given performance standard in quarterly assessment in mathematics is 62. So in order to get the weighted score, same as the weighted score is equal to 62 times the weight of component in mathematics in quarterly assessment is 20%, so 0.2. So 62 times 0.2 is equal to 12.4. So we have here the 12.4. So in order to get the initial grade in mathematics, we need to add all the weighted score from written works, performance standards, and quarterly assessment. So we have 28.4 plus 26.8 plus 12.4. So add all of this, we have 67.6. So 67.6 in transmutation table is equivalent to 80. So that's why we have here 80. So next learning area is science. So in science, the given percentage score in written work is 76. So in order to get the weighted score, use the formula 76 times, in science, the equivalent of written works in science is 40%. So converted to decimal, 0.4. So 76 times 0.4 is equivalent to, equals to 38.4. So that's why we have here 38.4. In performance standards, the given percentage score is 79. So 79 times the weight of component of performance standards in science is 40%, so 0.4. And then multiply 79 times 0.4 is equal to 31.6. So we have here the 31.6. In quarterly assessment, the given percentage score is 65. So again, weighted score is equal to percentage score, which is 65, times the weight of component of quarterly assessment in science is 20%, so 0.2. So 65 times 0.2 is equal to 13. So we have here 13. So in order to get the initial grade, again, we need to add all the weighted score from written works, performance standards, and in quarterly assessment. So we have 30.4 here, 31.6, and 13. Add all of this, so we got 75. So 75 in transmutation table is equivalent to 84.
So next is the learning area of Aralin Kalipunan. So the given written work is 3. So in order to get the weighted score is we need to multiply the percentage score times the weight of component. So the weight of components of Aralin Kalipunan is, in written work, is 30%. So multiply 83 times 0.3 is equal to 24.9. So the weight of components of written work is 24.9. So next is the performance task. So the given performance task in Aralin Kalipunan is 3. In order to get the weighted score, we need to use again the percentage score times the weight of component. So 83 times the weight of components of Aralin Kalipunan and performance task is 50%. So 83 times 0.5 is equal to 41.5. So the weight of component and performance task is 41.5. So next is the quarterly assessment. So the given quarterly assessment in Arling Kanipunan is 83. So in order to get the weight of components in quarterly assessment, we need to multiply the 83 times the weight of components, and quarterly assessment in Aralban is 20%. So 83 times 0.2 is equal to 16.6. So the weight of components in quarterly assessment is 16.6. In order to get the initial grade in Arling Kanipunan, we need to add the weight of written work, the performance task, and the quarterly assessment. So 24.9 plus 41.5 plus 16.6. So it has the total of 83. So the initial grade of Arling Kanipunan is 83. So in order to get a quarterly grade in Arling Kanipunan, so we need to transmute 83 in transmutation table that's provided by the ed. So 83 is equivalent to 90. So the quarterly grade in Arling Kanipunan is 90. So next learning area is the education sa pagpapatao. So the given written work is the 84. So in order to get the weighted score, we need to use the formula of percentage times weight of component. So 84 times weight of components in written work and education sa pagpapatao is equivalent to 30%. So 84 times 0.3 is equal to 25.2. So the weighted score in written work is 25.2. So next is the performance task in education sa pagpapatao. So the given performance task is the 84. So in order to get the weight of components in performance task, we need to multiply the 84 and the weight of components in performance task in education pagkatao, which is 50%. So 84 times 0.5. So it has the total score of 42. So the weight of components and performance tasks in education pagkatao is 42. So next is the quarterly assessment. So the given quarterly assessment is 84. So in order to get the weight of components in quarterly assessment, we need to multiply 84 times the weight of components in quarterly assessment of education pagkatao is 20%. So 84 times 0.2 is equal to 16.8. So it has the 16.8 quarterly assessment in education sa pagkatao. So in order to get the initial grade in education sa pagkatao, we need to add the weighted score from written work, performance task, and quarterly assessment. So 25 plus 0.2 plus 42 plus 16.8. So it has the total score of 84. So in order to get the quarterly grade, we need to transmute 84 in transmutation table that provided by DepEd. So 84 is equivalent to 90. Next is the learning area of education, pangtahanan at pangkabuhayan, in short, EPP. So the given written work in EPP is 80%. So we're going to use the formula of percentage times weight of components. So in written work in EPP, it has a total of 20%. So 80 times 0.2 is equal to 16. So the weight of components in written work in EPP is 16. So next is the performance task. In order to get the weight of components in performance task, we need to multiply the 84 times weight of components in performance task, which is the equivalent of 60%. So 84 times 0.6 is equal to 50.4. So the performance task weighted score is 50.4. So next is the quarterly assessment. So the given quarterly assessment is 77. So 77 times the quarterly assessment weight of component is equivalent to 20%. So 77 times 0.2 is equal to 15.4. So the weight of components in quarterly assessment is 15.4. In order to get the initial grade, we need to add the weight of components from reading work, performance tasks, and quarterly assessment. So 16 plus 50.4 plus 15.4 is equal to 81.8. So in order to get a quarterly grade, we need to transmute 81.8 in transmutation table, which is the equivalent of 88. So the quarterly grade in EPP is 88.
In learning area of mapping, mapping stands for music, art, physical education, and health. So the given written words, percentage score in music is 76. So let's find the weighted score of music. Let's follow the weighted score formula, which is percentage score times weighted of component. So 76 times the weighted of the components in music and written work is 20%. So converted to decimal point is 0.2. So 76 times 0.2 is equal to 15.2. So in performance task, we have 77. 77 times the weight of the components in performance task and mapping is 60%. So it is 0.6. So 77 times 0.6 is equal to 46.2. Now in quarterly assessment, we have 75. 75 times the weight of the components in quarterly assessment in mapping is 20%. Is 0.2. So 75 times 0.2 is equal to 15. Then to get the initial grade in music, we have to add the weighted score in music. In written words, we have 15.2 plus 46.2 plus 15 equal to 76.4. So to transmute the initial grade in transmutation table provided by the left hand, 76.4 is equivalent to 85. So let's proceed in arts. In given written words, the percentage score in art is 85. So to get the weighting score, 85 times 0.2, the weight of the components, and written word in mapping, 85 times 0.2 is equal to 17. So in performance task, we have 81. So 81 times, same with the music. So 81 times 0.6 is the 60%. 81 times 0.6 is equal to 48.6. So in quarterly assessment, we have 80. 80 times 0.2 is equal to 16. 16. In order to get the initial grade, let's add all weighting score in arts. So 17 plus 48.6 plus 16 is equal to 81.6. Transmute the 81.6, it is equivalent to 88. So now let's proceed in physical education. We have given written words percentage score is 80. proceed to the performance task. We have 80. So 80 times 0.6 is equal to 48. In quarterly assessment, we have 78. So 78 times 0.2 is equal to 15.6. To get the initial grade in PE, we're going to add the weighting score, which is the 16 plus 48 plus 15.6 is equal to 79.6. So, to transmit the 79.6, it is equivalent to 87. In learning area of health, the given written words percentage score is 85. So, 85 times 0.2 is equal to 17. So, in performance task, we have 81. 81 times 60% or 0.6 is equal to 48.6. So let's proceed to quarterly assessment. The percentage score is 75. So 75 times the weight of the components in quarterly assessment of MAPE is 20%. 0.2. 75 times 0.2 is equal to 15. So we already get the weighting score in health. So in order to get the initial grade, we have to add all the weighting score. 17 plus 48.6 plus 10 is equal to 80.6. To transmit the 80.6, it is 87. In order to get the initial grade in MAPE, we have to add all the initial grade in music, art, PE, and health. So, 76.4 plus 81.6 plus 79.6 plus 80.6 is equal to 318.2. So, 318.2 is divided the number of low grades. So, it is 4. So, 318.2 divided by 4 is equal to 79.75. So, we have the initial grade in MAPE. Same with quarterly grade. To get the quarterly grade, we have to add the all quarterly grade in music health. It is 85 plus 88 plus 87 plus 87 is equal to 347. And 347 is divided by 2, 4, equal to 87. So the quarterly grade in MAPE is 87.
So these are the following questions in class 3. Number 1. What is Michelle's composite grade in MAPE and how did you find it?
Michelle's composite grade in MAPE is 87. How did I find it? We have to add all the quarterly grade from music to health, which is the 85 plus 88 plus 87 plus 87 is equal to 347. And divided by 2, 4. Which is we have 387. So Michelle's composite grade in mapping is 87.
So the second question is, in which learning area did Michelle perform best during the first quarter? Explain briefly your basis.
So the learning area that Michelle performed best during the first quarter, as we can see here, she got the higher grade in ESP or the Edukasyon sa Pagkakatao. Since her grade is 90, as we can see here, 90 is the highest grade she got.
So third question is, in which learning areas does Michelle need to improve on? Why so?
So the learning area that Michelle need to improve on is, if we look at here, she needs improvement in mathematics since she got grade 80 in mathematics.
Question number 4. What does her level of proficiency in Araling Panlipunan signify?
So Michelle's level of proficiency in Araling Panlipunan signifies that Michelle is, since she got a 90 grade in Araling Panlipunan, it signifies outstanding. Okay, so next we have number 5. So describe Michelle's overall performance in the quarter. How would you communicate this to her parents?
Michelle's overall performance in the first quarter is commendable. She excelled in subjects like Araling Panlipunan and Edukasyon sa Pagkakatao, demonstrating a high level of proficiency. While she performed well in most subjects, there is room for improvement in mathematics because she got the lowest grade among the subjects only in mathematics. And overall, Michelle is a diligent student with a positive academic performance. I would communicate this to her parents by acknowledging her strengths and discussing the plan for improvement in mathematics to ensure a well-rounded academic performance.